Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Morgan and bid you all welcome back to Elex. I'm not sure who was just talking there.
Time to teach you a lesson.
Somebody bad apparently. I don't see him. Oh shit, those fucking Reavers are still around. They really do have some serious aggro. I mean, that's just out of control. See if I can get the slip on them. I'm sure they cannot follow me up here unless they know how to use ladders for once. Oh shit, they're shooting. You really think you can get me up here? Alright, well, while... Sorry, the volume got... Ow. Shit. Shit, fuck. Ow, I'm bleeding. So, I guess while we try and figure out what the hell to do about this, maybe we can lead them to the troll. Might be a good idea. Do they have jetpacks too? Oh, wow. Hopefully that guy gets fucked. I just wanted to address a few things that, some people are probably going to comment on. Some things that people have already commented on. First off, when you comment on these videos, it might take a day or two it might take a few episodes for me to actually respond to anything because, I'm playing these a few episodes in advance, and I don't want to get too far. I might be able to kill that guy once he's all done. But, yeah, I don't want to get too far because I don't want to miss a lot of what people say. But I also do not want spoilers. If you can avoid that, I'd really appreciate not being spoiled on what goes on. But there is some stuff I would probably appreciate learning about. Okay. Damage is not too significant. Alright, so jumping breaks the lock-on, but lock-on at least will face you to the target. Alright, that's a little cheesy, but hey, that's what the jetpack is for. He hasn't decided who he wants to kill yet, but that's fine by me. Oh, shit. Well, I think we got this now. Nice move, brother. Not quite nice enough. Yeah, I got the bitch. Alright, well, at least we know we can kill them. That one with the giant axe over there, I think, was a little beyond our means, but this one's dead, at least. Alright. So, combat is, basically, I've been kind of keeping an eye on what I'm doing when I fight after I start editing these videos in post. And one of the things I concluded was that my complete lack of use of the lock-on feature was probably what was screwing me up. And I think that just kind of confirmed it. So using lock-on, it's a good idea to lock on when you're fighting, break it when you need to run. And I imagine that breaking it is possible not just by jumping, but also by sprinting. So I'll have to test it a little bit more. I don't think I really gave it enough credit. But at least I'm getting the hang of that a little bit more. I wanted to point out... Okay, it was just ambient noises. Just a wav. But I want to point out something that my friend Blake Proctor informed me about that I probably would have never caught on to myself until a long time from now. But apparently, when I was upgrading, I put points into cunning and not constitution like I wanted. So we'll put what we have in there for now. There's no way to really get the cunning back, unfortunately. But, I mean, I suppose I could figure it out with cheat engine somehow, but I'd rather not. We just kind of got to roll with the mistakes we make. Anyway. One thing I want to do is I think this episode, while I was going to try and make it to the converter over there and just see what happened, I don't think that's a great idea anymore. I might still try it later, but the first thing I want to do is actually head back to the observatory and see if we can get back to the crash site, because I think that would be pretty cool. Might be something interesting to find there. But if I can't really tell since I haven't looked that closely at the game. But I found I started to get a little annoyed with the rather substandard texture quality while I was editing these videos. Namely on the armor, which has not really changed all that much, but it's really obvious in conversations. But I just quickly looked up. There is actually a whole Elex Nexus on Nexus mods for this, which is nice. I'm glad to see something like that popped up so quickly. But if you want to take a look at that, I went ahead and installed a small graphics overhaul kind of mod. I think it's supposed to fine-tune a couple textures, but mainly it does some work on some shaders and everything. And actually, one of the suggestions was I turn ambient occlusion down to low. Whoops, I did not mean to restore to default. That means I have to fix everything. I'm not sure why ambient occlusion needs to be on low, but I guess it fixes something. I mean, everything looks a little bit clearer and more distinct, I guess. The main thing it supposedly did was fine-tune some shaders, I guess. But, I can't really tell without, like, a before and after kind of comparison. Now, for anyone who's complaining about... I've seen some people raise concerns about how the light transitions when you enter areas with different light intensities. I think ambient occlusion, like lowering that, will actually speed up how quickly the transition is. So if it's bothering some of you, you can give that a try. There's actually a lot of technical discussions on the official Elex forums. A lot of it is just complaints. And to be honest, I'm a little dissatisfied with Piranha Bytes and Nordic Games' general lack of response on it. Okay, there's no killing crows. Okay, so yeah, the invisible walls have been removed. Or maybe you just couldn't... Maybe there weren't invisible walls here before, after all. And you just couldn't do that. Yeah, okay, so that's all it was. There were no invisible walls. It's just the barriers are high enough to make sure you can't jump over it. But, yeah, let's see what else we got. Oh, I missed some canned food. So, an interesting... I gotta stop using that word. I need to find a thesaurus. I know I use the word interesting too much, but, I find it kind of curious how a lot of people complain about the way that Risen 2 and 3 combined all consumables like food into a generic usable item called provisions. I actually didn't mind that. I mean, I understand people like the old days of, you know, the gothic animations for eating meat and apples and all that kind of stuff, but if we're not going to have that, frankly, I'd rather just stick with a generic item. So we fell from up there. I don't really see... We might be able to make it with a jetpack. If we start from up here. I don't know. I'd say that's feasible. As a matter of fact, it is. Look at that. Now, there's no way they didn't intend this, so if we can't actually find anything good up here, I'm going to be really disappointed. In fact, it seems like our helmet has gone astray as well. Considering Calyx and the other Albs who are operating in the area, probably not the wisest idea to come back here so soon. There it is. The old girl herself. Oh. That made me nervous. I was just like, hang on, that's not a rat. Woodlice meat. Delicious. I don't know why... I mean, they have the rights to Gothic back. Couldn't they just continue to use meat bugs? It's a nice throwback. Alright, well... Gotta say, it's actually held up in remarkable shape for being utterly destroyed. Well, here's some of my old stuff, I guess. Hey, got a kajigger. So it seemed like another of those like mini quests that... It's a shame we can't get inside. I don't know how we closed the door. But that looked like another one of those mini quests that you could get from somebody, but we completed out of turn. I'm not really sure where it is. Okay, so this is a companion quest. We don't have any companions yet, but I suspect it's going to be either a cleric or an alb guy, because we've seen... It's not that much of a spoiler if you've watched the trailers. It was pretty clear in the CGI trailer that we get either an alb or a separatist as a companion. And unfortunately, if that didn't spoil it for you, I also read a review on... I think it was Eurogamer that brought it up. But, so this is where we went down, and there's not much else to see up here. I guess this is all really just for that quest, but hey, maybe we can get up there. Freedom of exploration and all that. There's one more thing I did want to talk about. At least one more thing. I might remember some others, but... as far as these attributes, it's been a huge complaint, and a lot of people think it's a bug. Other people are insisting that it's actually meant to be this way, and it's just a misleading description in the character menu. You'll see that these stats, these attributes, say that they increase stats, like melee damage and hit points, range damage, increases mana, and a lot of people are saying that actually increasing these doesn't do anything. The fact that the menu options, the fact that the descriptions state pretty clearly that they're supposed to, leads me to believe that that might be a bug. And if that is a bug, it's possibly one of the most egregious and like unforgivable ones that we've encountered yet. So they better patch that pretty damn quick, and it's kind of shocking if they didn't notice that. Now, I don't know if that's just an English translation. It might have been misunderstanding. But I don't know any of the other languages to check that out. And speaking of that, when I installed... Now, this all looks unfinished. I gotta be honest. It's kind of like when you... Oh, shit. It's radioactive. Okay. Guessing that's kind of one of their contrived barriers to make sure you don't get over here. Reminds me of the good old days of wandering too close to the fences in Shadow of Chernobyl. But, what was I saying? I totally forgot what I was saying. That's embarrassing. When it comes to the jetpack, a lot of people do seem to actually find it pretty distressing at how it seems to completely invalidate fall damage. But personally, I've never been a huge fan of the fall damage mechanic. I understand it has to be there just kind of out of principle, but it's never been my favorite mechanic in any video game, really. And in fact, I love old games where fall damage is a non-issue. Back before it just kind of became standard practice, but having the jetpack gives me what I like. It allows me to explore freely without... I'm noticing that the rain audio cuts out here and there. Just kind of silly. And again, reminds me of Gothic 3. Well, we got a beastie. Big old nasty beastie. Oh, that's a big one. We're not supposed to be here yet, my friends. So let's get us out. Get up, you fool. Alright, so the climbing integration with the terrain is not perfect. But still better than a lot of games end up doing. So I appreciate it for what it is. Honestly, I'm so like spoiled on the Piranha Bytes like climbing mechanics that any RPG that doesn't have the ability to climb obstacles and terrain, I just find it like inexcusable. I don't know why it's so hard for people to do that these days. Okay, I think we finally lost it. Now, I would like to find out what... I forget the name of the fellow, but someone commented saying I left a piece of equipment behind. Oh, hang on. Is this where we started? Yeah, this is where we shot off. I'm gonna tell you, these glowing orbs are really a good testament to the lighting engine. I mean, it's not perfect. You'll notice that, like, static terrain features like the foliage do not cast shadows. That's just kind of the way of things. I mean, this game uses DirectX 11, and we are well past that at this point. DirectX 12 is not that new. Now, I wonder if we can... The fact that the Crony U3 sticks around there, I wonder if we can actually fix that at some point by getting someone more technically inclined than we are. So I'm trying to remember. Whoever commented on it just said something about the brick walls and everything. So I'm thinking... Oh, hey, that's a world heart over there. Let's go check it out. That might be the one we were asked to check up on. There is no sound to this waterfall whatsoever. I mean, honestly, you couldn't just put one, like, little sound box on that thing or whatever the hell you call it. I mean, how do you miss details like that in this day and age? Or this? Are you kidding me? Like, even in Gothic 2 and Gothic 1, you could swim in this shit. Now, like, it doesn't even affect your mobility. Okay, the Reaver was over there. In fact, he's still over there, so we gotta avoid that. So, is this the world heart that we were supposed to report to? I don't think so. Oh, you smooth, sneaky fucker. You punk bitch. Come on, then. Why do you do this? Ugh. So they don't telegraph the way that you kind of expect from these games, so I find it a little hard to see when they're actually attacking sometimes. Oh boy, I guess that explains why they haven't gotten a report in a while. Ooh, we found mana. Oh, that is a tragedy. So world hearts are fed by mana, but they're not. They don't produce it. That much we know. Well, it doesn't seem like any kind of leadership is on site here. Guess we'll have to go on the hunt for them. Try and get an idea of exactly what the hell went on here. Looks like a horn dog down there. Not too keen to fuck with him right now. Guess. Now, I do have to kind of complain that I don't get a lot of feedback and dialogue of where we're supposed to go for these kind of things. And it disappoints me that we're starting to see Piranha Bytes really just go the way of most modern games now that just rely on the mini-map and quest markers and all that kind of crap to tell you where you need to go. And to kind of summarize what I said about it in a forum post, the fact that they used to give you actual directions in dialogue on where to go to complete quests just made it feel more like they understood their world that they created and, you know, where everything was, and that they really kind of had their heart in it to the point that they knew where everything was. But now that the world is so much bigger, I guess it's... Oh my goodness, what is that? Now that the world is so much bigger, I guess they're just kind of losing that special focus that they once had. Is that Goliath? I think it is, yeah. That's like that's a part of it that we didn't really get a good look at. Anyway, let's turn on... Alright. So, I'm not really sure what the distinction is between the yellow and the orange quest marker. I think yellow is the quest giver and orange is the target. But I may be mistaken. Well, I guess we can take a look here. Nope. That is not the case. So we are at a completely different world heart. So is that the observatory there? Is that where we started? No, observatory's over there. So the observatory is up there. I guess around here-ish. So what is all over here? I want to check it out. I apologize, this continues to be an exploration episode more than anything actually constructive. I just want to really immerse myself in this world that Piranha Bytes has created. Well, we might be stretching ourselves beyond our means here. I doubt we're going to keep running into runty critters all over the place. So I've got no ammo. Okay, well he's off to... We'll have to play with something. So, when you have your bow equipped, I thought that it was actually showing you how much ammo you have, but it's actually not. That's how much ammo you have loaded. It doesn't... I'm guessing the 0 right below it would have been how much ammo you actually have in your inventory. But until we get more, I cannot prove that. There's definitely something over there, and that looks like it might be going into a different region. But it is not. That's actually where I want it to go. Well, we didn't get a weapon from that Reaver that we killed, which is unfortunate. It seems like Piranha Bytes, I think they actually made a point that NPCs do not drop their weapons because they were afraid of people being able to acquire a really powerful weapon really early. But I think that fear should have been dealt with just by the fact that they've added stat requirements to weapons again. So I think that's a totally moot point, and they should, honestly, just to reward players who tackle targets beyond their means. I really don't think they should have done it that way. And it doesn't make sense that when you knock down your enemy, their weapon just disappears. Not sure what we're getting ourselves into here, but... And there's a lot of terrain. But there doesn't seem to be a lot in it. Oh, more radiation. Son of a bitch. So that's kind of cheating. To say that you can go wherever you want, and then just have these... Instead of invisible walls, you have a contrived barrier of just a, like, terrain hazard. I find that pretty contrived. Well, it's the road that takes us where we want to go. Holy moly, that was quite a slide. Oh, very autumnal in this area. So we'll top ourselves off just to play it safe. That's quite a tankard there. Ooh.
We didn't make it halfway. We ran out of fuel, so we're ditching the car and going on foot. The mountains. They're the real safe place. There's panic everywhere now. Everyone can see what is coming. The end of Magellan.
Well. So I don't think all those, excuse me, I'm still trying to recover with my throat from my illness last week, or 2 weeks ago at this point, honestly. But it doesn't seem that all of the audio logs are from before or after the disaster, so we're getting a lot of hints of the old times and more current events. But it's mostly the stuff from before the disaster that I'm interested in, because anything else we can just find out through hearsay and chats with people. Oh shit, something's... Holy moly! Damn, they just came out of the woodwork. Whew, that was quite a fright. Guy had some kind of like napalm cannon. That was no flamethrower, that was a flame fucking cannon. Well, let's see if there's much ado up there. I don't really see a good way to get up there right now, but... Oh, wow. There we go. Okay. I do know there is a mining skill, so it might be wise to hold off on a lot of that until we improve our efficiency. But I just wanted to make sure that we actually could do it without the skill. So it harkens back to Gothic 3 again. Okay, well there are some beasties. So it's interesting, the radar turns red sometimes with no clear indication that anything's actually after you. So that might be an indicator more than anything that you have to be careful. Okay. Things do threaten you from a lot further than they used to, but... Man, they don't give up easily. Oh, fuck me. Fuck. You bitch. How the hell did you dodge that? Ow! I swear it hits him sometimes, it just does no damage. These potions are pretty effective. A fucking horn dog fell off, I can't loot him. Okay, I guess this was the easy way up. But the fact that these are still runty critters over in this area tells me that this is not really beyond our means just yet. But this place might be booby-trapped. Let's see what we got going on here. Some clear old world ruins. Got a teleporter. No other signs of habitation yet. It's like an old Cadillac or something.
Okay, the shipping manifest linked unstated cargoes to this research center. Whatever Infinite Skies are hiding has to be here, and it has to be big. This satellite program is a cover for something. I'm guessing military, but none of my contacts are talking.
Ooh. Reporter getting in deep, getting us the scoop. So I wonder, it's about some kind of shadowy organization, it seems. Doesn't seem like the kind of thing that Chronobites would even write about if it were not relevant to the story that we're about to encounter. So perhaps the comet was not quite such an ecologically exclusive disaster. Maybe there was some actual political and espionage shenanigans behind it. I find that questionable, but you never know. Okay, definite monstrosities in here. Oh, wow. Ah. Well, thank goodness for that ledge. Whew. Maybe this is a bit much for us right now. I'm sure he has a way up. See what we can smash and grab while we're here before he catches up with us. Double tap. Well, hello. Interesting place to lounge. Oh, there's music. Not really my style, I gotta be honest. What is that horrifying thing? Slime Dracon? No good. I'm all set with that then. How the hell am I gonna fit a fucking... like, 3-phase electric motor in my back pocket? I don't get that. The unlimited inventory is nice, but sometimes it gets a little out of hand. Okay, whatever that is, it's still coming. I saw it pop up for the mug, and I thought it was its face for some reason. Well, this thing's definitely on its way up, but I don't know which direction it's trying to take. I imagine there's no fast travel when we're under attack either, so we're a bit indisposed until we can escape. Could you not? Worthless first aid kits. What's the point of those? I still hear it. I just want to grab everything I can while I'm here. Come on, that's a nice, like, firefighter's axe there. Why can't I take that? Alright. Well, hang on now. Now, how exactly was anybody supposed to get over here? There's no sign of stairs or ladders or doors. Come on, guys. You're better than this. Just a lot of junk here. I don't see anything really worth wasting my time and effort for. Oh, goodness. Oh, gracious. Oh, that's awful. Shit. Oh, bollocks. Ah! A narrow escape. Oh my. Crap. Okay, that's good. It doesn't actually use the potion until you've actually started to regain health, so you don't have to worry about losing it if you accidentally trip like I did. Alright, well, somewhere we'll definitely make a return to once we're a bit more powerful, but until now we've made off with some scrap and not much else. This is interesting. That's a Reaver. I'm sure that's a Reaver.
What's wrong with you? Hurt your back?
Oh no, these guys seem friendly. I think he was cracking wise with me at least. Nope.
Get away with that.
That's a lie. I thought he was like making a smart-ass response to me crouching like that. He might have been. It might have been a glitch. Now, when you get stuff like that where like NPCs don't seem to respond to you with the right triggers right away, I kind of chalk that up to the idea that they don't expect to see me here. Like, these guys are hostile. They're out in the middle of nowhere. They don't expect to see somebody they don't know just kind of creeping around their territory. So, that's just kind of how I justify the delayed AI triggers there. You know, he probably thought I was a buddy of his until he realized he didn't recognize me. But that's just me, you know, making excuses for the developer's shortcomings. Why is it so radioactive everywhere I want to go? So it's not, it seems that radiation isn't just a barrier to keep you away from, you know, the outer limits of the map, but also possibly to cordon off some major plot areas. We've got a nice beach here. That looks poisonous up there. Some kind of construction over here. Tucked away amidst the natural rock formations. I'm sure there will be hostiles. There's definitely a shadow beast looking thing. Maybe we can sneak in here. Oh shit. There's some deceased fools. They look like berserkers. Sure, somebody will want to report on this. Oh, we found a recipe. Oh! Are these the guys who were supposed to get the supplies for Cinda? Oh shit. Wow, so it's a digital version of the lockpicking minigame from Risen 2 and 3. That's incredible. Who the hell makes an electronic lock that's just a digital analog for a physical lock? Okay, got a journal. Got a journal. Let's read it. Our tag says we should all keep a journal, so I'm pretending to write one. Blah, blah, blah. Grindel does this, Grindel does that, Grindel goes to work. Shut up, Scald. Nobody likes you. Go die. It's been 10 days now since we were at you. There's something creeping around out here. I think our tag was right. We aren't alone here. I'm really scared. I'm still too young to die. So he's the exile Grindel. I guess these were not the supply carriers, but people who were kicked out. Oh, the berserks. Let's grab everything and then read the journals. Right. First day after my exile. Even if we were exiled entirely unjustly, it's still a blessing in disguise. We can offer rehabilitation under good guidance, if you can call it that. We are caring for the World Heart here. Hope to prove that we are worthy of returning to Goliath. I decided to keep the journal so we have proof of our commitment. Work is exhausting. As soon as you scratch out a groove on the heart, it clots. We have a lot to learn about caring for it. Scald is making trouble. He claims he is the only one working here. I don't know why he feels such a victim. Scald announced to everyone he has given up on work. He downed tools and walked off. 4 days. That's all it's taken for him to give up. Our sentence is for years. I heard whispering tonight. I was too tired to look for where it was coming from. Shit, I should have looked around. Man, I went missing during the night. Scald is beside himself with anger. He's been yelling for 20 minutes now. But he is right. If we can't find out who is responsible, then none of us are going home early. Might all die here because of this. A few things have happened in the last few days. Scald has accused someone and locked himself away. He's watching him now. Yes, I admit he didn't have an alibi, but I can't picture him stealing the mana. I hear the whispering every night now. I even went looking in case it would reveal the mana thief, but I couldn't find anybody. The voice seemed to be coming from the World Heart itself. What is going on here? Am I going crazy? Something is wrong here. Whispers at night. More and more things are going missing. I hear sounds out there. I don't dare go out. It's starting to dawn on me. I don't think we're alone. I don't think we're going to survive another month here. I'm afraid to sleep. I gotta admit, that's spooky as fuck. Voices coming from the World Heart? Does that mean there's, spirits in there? Are people inside of it? Are they just a glorified converter? Maintain the health of the World Heart. This requires cleaning and scraping the sap grooves, washing any lesions with the mana provided, drying and polishing the leaves, stabilize the World Heart. This requires the installation of support beams using timber from the forest, supporting the heart, cleaning the area around the central roots. No criminal activity of any sort. The rules of Goliath apply here in the valley. Well, so it seems that a World Heart detail is a punishment, not a civic duty. Whatever that dastardly thing is, it seems to be what did away with them. And if it killed all them, there's no way we stand a chance. But it looks like the World Heart has not survived. And there's no way we're going to survive over there. It looks way too poisonous. Oh, there's another one. Okay, I don't think this is where we want to be. Well, let's see if we can get around. Find our way to the actual objective. Man, there are a lot of these things here. Well, we can swim, but I don't know how far out of shore we can go. If I can get around this outcrop here and move on to bigger and better things. Whoa, that was weird. Right, I forgot you can do that. Well, we've eluded those nasty things, but we're still quite a ways away from there. We gotta cross this delta here first. But I think that'll happen next episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I know this wasn't the most productive episode, but this is a big game with a big world. And we gotta take some time out of our busy day to enjoy the scenery once in a while. So until next time, don't forget to subscribe if you have not already. Follow me on Twitch if you like, and subscribe to my Stream Archive channel for all our live stream shenanigans that I hope to get going again soon. But until next time, have yourselves a wonderful night.